You want weapons that changed battles and made enemies rethink showing up? Here are 5 deadliest ancient weapons that will blow your mind. First, the Composite Bow, a compact miracle of ancient engineering used by Scythians, Huns, Mongols, and many steppe warriors. Made from layers of wood, horn, and sinew glued under tension, it stored enormous power in a small frame, letting a mounted archer punch armor-piercing arrows at long range while galloping past. And in the hands of a skilled horse archer, a single volley could shred infantry formations before they closed. Second, the Roman Pilum. It looked simple, but it was a weapon built to ruin an enemy's defense. Thrown like a javelin, its long iron shank was designed to bend or break on impact so that it lodged in shields and made them useless, leaving soldiers exposed and their formations vulnerable, turning perfectly disciplined Roman tactics against foes who suddenly lost their protection mid-fight. Third, Greek fire, perhaps the most feared weapon of the ancient Mediterranean, a secret incendiary the Byzantines hurled from siphons that ignited on contact and burned even on water, causing panic aboard wooden fleets and smashing sieges by turning the sea into a wall of flame. Its psychological effect alone won battles because once it hit, men couldn't smother it with water and whole decks or siege works became immovable infernos. Fourth, the siege engines, think ballistae and trebuchets, massive torsion and counterweight machines that could hurl stones, flaming pots, or even dead animals into fortresses from hundreds of meters away. These weren't just blunt instruments. A well-placed trebuchet shot could collapse a wall, smash towers, or kill dozens of defenders in one launch, and ballistae could pick off officers at distance, turning previously impregnable castles into rubble and rewriting the map of warfare. Finally, the Macuahuitl, the Aztec obsidian sword that looks like wood but hides rows of razor-sharp volcanic glass blades along its edges. Contemporary accounts claim it could decapitate a horse and neatly cut through flesh with horrifying efficiency, producing wounds unlike anything steel made at the time. It combined the cutting power of a sword and the slashing surface of a club. And against unarmored foes it was brutally effective in close combat. Each of these weapons also carried a secondary power beyond pure lethality. They shaped tactics, forced new defenses, and changed how armies thought about mobility, engineering, and psychology. A steppe bow demanded light cavalry and hit-and-run tactics. The pilum demanded shield discipline and rethought formations. Greek fire made navies rethink wooden hulls. Siege engines created a whole industry around fortification design, and the Macuahuitl showed that even without metal, cultures could build terrifyingly efficient weapons. So when you imagine ancient battlefields, don't picture only swords and spears, picture fire that won't go out. Stones that fell like small hills, arrows that pierced plate at speed, javelins that ended shields forever, and blades of glass that cut like modern razors. Together, these were the tools that decided empires and left scars on history.